almost full. So welcome. I'm James P. Ascher. I'm an assistant professor here in the Rare Book Cataloger, and the directing force behind our Book History and Comparative Media lecture series, of which this is in fact the third annual Book History and Comparative Media. But this one actually is even more special. This is the inaugural lecture of ScriptaLab, a center we've been working on for a few months here. By way of introduction, let me speak about media transitions. I believe it was Marshall McLuhan in 1967 who said, "Media, by altering the environment, evoke in us unique ratios of sense perceptions. The extension of any one sense alters the way we think and act, the way we perceive. When these ratios change, men change." And this activity, this ScriptaLab, and Brian's presence here represents us questioning this. At the university, here at the university libraries, we've put together a group of interested faculty and other units on campus who share a scholarly interest in the text, this cultural artifact, and a means of communication. This ScriptaLab is intended to be a teaching and research center, so stay tuned. More of this to come. You'll see more lectures. As we launch this vision, unfortunately, it's a bit like a 19th century printing press. It has a lot of moving parts. So we at the university libraries are deeply in our debt to our co-sponsors, and this is why I have the paper, because we have a long list, and I want to say them all perfectly. The Friends of the Library, the Atlas, Alliance for Technology, Learning, and Society, the English Department, the Center for the Humanities and the Arts, the Book Arts League, and the Colorado Calligraphers Guild have all been very good friends of this effort and have worked very hard with their time, their energy, and their money to make this happen. I also want to acknowledge Deborah Fink and her team, Andrew Violet and Ashley Moore. They do our outreach. For them, this is another feather in their cap of incredible lectures that go on at this library. So a special thanks goes to them. Housekeeping, this is the first event. The second event occurs tomorrow, July 19th. We're not normally going to do them back to back. 6:30, this very room. Please come if you have time. If you like this sort of thing, you might like the next one. It is called From Press to Pixels, Historical Tools and News/Digital Media. Is there really anything new about producing text and images? Trace Rettel, the director of the Media Studies program at the University of Denver, will be having a lively discussion, nay, a debate, with Rob Barnes of Foils and Dyes Vintage Pressworks in Denver. And I hope you can join us. I'm also happy to announce that Lori Emerson, one of the board members of the ScriptaLab, is almost completing her display of electronic literature text technologies in the display case near the entrance. So stay tuned for that. I think you'll like to see what happens there. There's a guest book going around, so do sign it if you get a chance. And so without further delay, let me introduce you to our speaker, who's already introduced himself in many ways to us. He's the proprietor of the Officina Briani. Brian Allen is a craftsman dedicated to old-fashioned values of quality. He's worked in digital typography and physical typography for almost 30 years. I had a wonderful discussion with him about his own handwriting, which became a font when he was working recently. He filled out this wonderful ream of paper because as a calligrapher and a printer and a type designer, he has this special understanding of the kind of physical to digital transition. And this is now a font which is widely available with Windows Vista. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of a true digital divide bridge. Brian Allen, let's welcome him.